the number of shots on goal versus the quality of chances that you guys had against you in that first period, especially?
Yeah. Well, it's a great question. I mean, they were obviously slinging a lot of pucks towards the net, and when you have that mindset, you're going to give up numbers, But I thought quality-wise, we did a pretty good job of keeping them to the outside. It wasn't, probably the best analogies. We bent but didn't break. We battled hard. I didn't think we had great legs. 3-0 lead in hockey is a really tough lead because the other team, has nothing to lose, and they poured it on. Their defensemen were up the ice, the rest of the night and put a lot of pressure on us. So, but, like I said, we bent and didn't break. You have to win all kinds of different ways on a playoff run, and I was proud of our group.
One, is Hintz okay? Two, I mean, he's a top 20 goal scorer over the last 2 years. I think only Draisaitl has more than him in these playoffs. What makes him a great goal scorer?
Yeah. Well, you know what, Nick? He is okay. Yeah. I'm not worried about, an injury or anything like that. But he's been just an absolute monster for us this playoff, at the most important times. I mean, this is obviously a critical game for our group, and he comes out in the first 10 minutes and, basically lets everyone in the building know that he's here to play and dragging our group around. So, and he's done that the entire playoff. It's almost been a little bit of a coming out party for him. I think he's been a playoff player before and a good playoff player, but he hasn't been a dominant playoff player. And, that's what he looks like in this year's playoffs with Heiskanen and, obviously Pav too.
Pete, curious what he made of Jason's game. He had 3 assists. He drew that penalty on the power play. Was it a little bit more kind of getting close to what you?
Better, way better. And the penalty that he drew was probably the best moment of the night for me, because that's what he's doing when he's playing well. When he's scoring goals, he's attacking those areas of the ice, and he's either scoring or drawing penalties. So, that's a great sign. Glad he got some points because, I think it's been coming, but his game's definitely heading the right direction.
Is there something to the top line being back together? Pavelski, obviously contributed, and that line had a huge night.
Yeah. Well, your best players have to be your best players if you're going to move through the playoffs. And, that line, Otter was great. We're getting contributions from a lot of people. And, it hasn't been easy. We've had guys in and out of the lineup. Marchment missed tonight. Hakanpää comes back in. Kiviranta goes in. Delandria comes back in after being out sick. So, we're getting guys, multiple contributions from guys stepping in and getting the job done.
First of all, a great game, Coach.
Thank you.
And talk about Robertson with 3 assists, and he's just pitching in wherever he can, even not getting one in the net.
Yeah, he's close to scoring. I think it's just, I wouldn't be surprised if it's next game he's getting that close. So he's getting his confidence back. He's getting his swagger back. You look around the league, everyone, he's been such a story because he hasn't scored 5-on-5. But what's he got? He got 10 points or something like that in 10 games? 11 points in 10 games. So, I think there's a lot of people that would take that. If that's called a slump, sign me up for that. So, I think we just have such high expectations for him. But I like where his game's heading.
Pete, we talk a lot about the chemistry of the top line. What have you made of the chemistry of that Ben Johnston Dadonov line? It seems like ever since you've put them together, at least from a chemistry standpoint, they've been as good as you can hope for.
Yeah. Huge goal tonight. And, we were talking before the game. I felt, I think one of the coaches thought Johnny was due for one, and he got one. Dadonov's, really fit in well with those guys. He plays such a hard, honest game, straight lines and in the battle. And then Jamie Benn, has been great all year for us. So they're a great combination. And, we haven't touched them. We've left them alone. We've let them kind of work through good nights and bad nights, and they enjoy playing together. But they had a big night tonight. They were great. That was a huge goal for us early.
Coach, a lot of us in the media have made comparisons between this series to the Minnesota series, just the way it's kind of gone,
Yeah.
1-0, 2-1, 3-2, things like that. Do you see those comparisons? Are they applicable, or is that a bit of a reach?
Yeah, no, I think similar for sure. You know, especially obviously the way they started with, 2 overtime losses at home here in game 1. So then we're chasing the series. You know, we had, and we talked about that today. We had an opportunity to grab control of the series again in game 5, like we did in the Minnesota series, and we did that. And now it's on us to go there and end this on the road, which we did in the Minnesota series. So hopefully we have the same result.